There we go. Let me turn that back on. Let's see. Turn that back on just like that. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, my family? It's LJ Smith for Kalua Let's Debate It. We back with another one. Make sure this right here is real smooth like that. You know, you always gotta make sure shit right? Gotta give me a motherfucking haircut too. I'm out here working, grinding. Hey man, sometimes the grind is ugly. Everybody know that. Sometimes the grind is really ugly. Sometimes the grind is ugly, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Feel me? And we doing what we gotta do. You know what I mean? Man. Hey, any of you guys get snowed out this weekend or this yesterday or whatever? Cause you know what I'm saying, there's a couple of states that got caught some snow. I know New York did, they always do. Chicago, Arkansas, Tennessee, Mississippi. I think Texas got some of it. Here in Georgia, not so bad. But a lot of people caught snow. I seen some people, like I think that was Mississippi, that they didn't even have electricity after it occurred. After it snowed so bad that I guess you know what I'm saying, probably messed up some of the the electrical wires and stuff like that. But yeah, a lot of them are out of power. So whomever got it that bad, we definitely praying for you and your family, hoping that things get better. You know what I'm saying, for you guys. Like, one thing I do want to say, if there is a power outage somewhere, I hope it ain't so bad to where like they still, like the power's still out, like a day, or it shouldn't be a day. It shouldn't even be 8 hours, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you like, I'm gonna tell you something. This is how I feel, right? When there's like that type of weather advisory going on, meaning like, okay, we're warning you guys that this could happen. I feel like they should put the right people should be in place to make sure if any of those catastrophic events take its course, where lights might be out, power outage, accidents. You know what I'm saying? They should already be ready because they already gave us the warning. So therefore, I don't think if there's, you know what I'm saying, if it's snowing, icing like that, and the power goes out, I think they should already be ready to get things popping and get things, you know what I'm saying, rectified. No matter what city is in, no what state's in, for real, straight like that. But let's talk about what we need to talk about. You know what I mean? Let's talk about what we need to talk about. I hope everybody had a great day, despite all the crazy weather that's been occurring. But let's talk about this, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about this. I want to talk about this, man, because there's a lot of diss records being going on. A lot of diss records, man. I mean, even like you can piggyback off the Kendrick Lamar and the Drake joint, but after that, it's so much different. You know what I'm saying? Diss records. And I, you know, now in battle rap, there's a lot of different back and forth and diss records being going on between the battle rappers, and I think it's really good for battle rap. I think battle rap needs that type of energy. You know what I'm saying? They need that type of energy to where, you know what I'm saying, there's some back and forth exchange and rapping going on besides the gossip and the bad energy that be exchanging between battle rappers. You know, when they created spaces, right? Whomever created it, right? I feel like um, when they created that, I feel like it definitely gave a lot of the battle rappers, you know what I'm saying, the opportunity to speak their mind. And sometimes it can be for the worse. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like when you got battle rappers that are going back and forth and they argue, you know what I'm saying, they saying crazy shit to each other, I feel like it's wasted energy, especially if they're not going to battle. It should be only for promotions. Like, we shouldn't, like, you got to take that. Not only is this your art and your passion, but look at it like, especially with spaces, look at that like a job. Promo. I'm promoting myself, my brand, to get me out here. I'm gonna talk enough crap and enough junk to get me visible in the eyes of these people or those people, so I can get this battle. Yeah, because you know, especially in battle rap, like shit talking can get you a battle. It really can. You can look at it like promo. So, you know, like I said, sometimes it can be good, but if it's not about rapping, battle rapping, or rapping or whatever, I think it's crazy. You know what I mean? I think it's crazy. It should only be about the culture. It should only be about rapping, battle rapping, and things like that. It shouldn't be personal issues or BS, because what's crazy to me is there's battle rappers that in the past and now, that when they are booked for an event, right, guys? When they are booked for an event, they do not promote. They stick that flyer on their social media pages and that's it. But they'll get up here and go to spaces for free. No money. At least get on your page. At least go to your YouTube page and do it on the YouTube page, so you can draw in some income, some revenues, some streams and shit like that. Spaces, I don't really know that they can pay for that. I think that shit just free, just a free platform. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's crazy. So I think, and I spoke about this before, battle rappers should always treat the art, you know what I'm saying, with love and care and shit like that, like you love it, and let it come from the heart and everything like that when you're rapping on stage and when you're doing your thing. But also, you know what I'm saying, just keep the purity. So, you know, you do that by talk your crap, build up to a battle. You know what I'm saying? Or something like that. Other than that, it's BS. Because don't you know, there's a lot of battle leagues that have had multiple events, and sometimes the events don't even go the way they should, because these battle rappers don't promote. And one of the things, besides, you know, these battle rap leagues having their way of promoting, or their way of you know what I'm saying, getting their up and coming events out to the masses, you know what I'm saying, it's just great for these battle rappers that got 25, 35, 45, 100,000, 200,000 followers to promote as well. Because at the end of the day, the league's going to promote the event mostly. You know what I'm saying? We're going to promote the event, and of course, me promoting the event is going to also throw you in there. But the battle rappers got to realize this is still your brand. So when you get booked, you got to promote. Just like y'all doing when you going on spaces. You going on spaces, you talking. Some of that shit don't even be about nothing. It be bullshit. You know what I'm saying? They just, you know, when you go in there, you hear a lot of egos. You hear a lot of, competitive talk, competitive back and forth, that type of stuff. But it's best to do it when you have an event. Do it when you got an event, because when you have an event, you're going to get back into the spotlight, or do it for your page. You know what I mean? That way still can come back to your landing page. Promotions. You know what I'm saying? And I love promoting. I love marketing. I love all of that different type of things like that. And I think, like I said, when you, and now one thing I can say about a verb, right? And a lot of this stuff is geared into some of the things verb do. But shout out to verb. But one thing I can say about a verb, right, is whatever he's doing is coming back to a verb. He's getting the traction. No matter what he does, it still goes back to his brand, goes back to his page, and you know what I'm saying. Whenever he drops something on social on YouTube, because you look at his page, he drops on his page. After all the commotion that he does on Spaces, he's going back to his landing page, which is YouTube, and throw it on YouTube, which is smart. If you guys are not doing that, y'all wasting your time. You're not doing that. You're wasting your time. You're just going on this internet talking a bunch of shit, and you're going on the internet. You're going on Spaces. You're wasting an hour or 2 hours talking with verb or whomever, and you're not having a system of trying to formulate some form of income. A landing page. Well, sometimes landing pages are websites. But if you don't have websites, then use the platform. Use the YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Use the YouTube to bring all this traction that you're building over here, right? You got this over here, right? Then you come back and bring it right here to home. Bam. All right? That's promoting, marketing. And so that's what you want to do. You don't always have to just go on the social the platform to just talk crazy or listen to somebody talk, because this don't make sense. If you're 25 and up, it don't make sense. If you have kids, it definitely don't make sense. Now, once again, people can say what they want to say about a verb, but he's doing it the right way. He's taking his all the traction that he's getting. And y'all can say he's on Spaces, but listen, if you go look at his social media, he's taking that and he's putting it over here. Some of the stuff I don't agree with the guy what he be doing, trust me, man. But like ARP said it very well. He said verb is entertainment. And I think verb is really funny. I think he is. Let's shout out to Verb once again. Verb is my zodiac brother. You know what I'm saying? Gemini's all day for sure. And another thing about Gemini, we very ambitious. So we always gonna do well in whatever we do, because we got a great deal of ambition. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be hard to beat us in certain things because we're so freaking ambitious. So, but like I said, with Verb, what he's doing, he's going on Spaces, he's talking this crap here and there, and it's getting him crazy amounts of looks on top of what he already is. Then he'll take it back and bring it to his home and say, hey, all right, cool, let's look at these numbers, let's see what we're making for the month, the amount of views we're getting, and let's see what we're getting, what we're gonna get paid. And that's how you do it. And then you take that and you bring it to the other home, the Twitters or the Facebooks and so forth. But if you got a plan of how to make the money when you go do all that engagements on these social media platforms, then you're doing it the right way. It's you can look at it like being strategic versus somebody waking up in the morning, getting on Spaces just for nothing, just to talk crap or just to vent about another league owner or a battle rapper. It don't make sense. You know what I mean? Do it the right way. I spoke about this last year. I said battle rappers need to definitely learn how to promote themselves. Learn how to promote yourself. And look, I'm gonna tell you something, right? A lot of the reason why some of these big time rappers that you guys know probably don't probably don't have the amount of money or revenue or traction that they might need It's because they rely solely on the labels. They didn't promote themselves when they could have. When, all right, once you get out here to the media and the masses and the public, and there's millions of people looking at you, they put you on this platform, they put you on BET or the radio station. Millions of people start viewing you and they start getting familiar with your songs and who you are. Then you take advantage. Now you damn near can post anything, YouTube, skits, parties, and people gonna come, people gonna look, people gonna engage. You take advantage. A lot of reason why some of these rappers that you know back in the day that was popping years ago, and I'm talking about popping, and if they're not doing nothing now, it's because they failed to promote themselves. They thought they either didn't have it in them, or they just felt like they was just so used to another entity or somebody doing it for them that they just never did it themselves, or they wasn't used to doing it to themselves. You know what I'm saying? So, that's just how it is. So, them type of people will always, you know what I'm saying, get the end of the stick. For real. You got to, when you start getting that type of traction, even with some of these battle rappers that been on Smack, which is Smack and URL, Beasley, and all, she called them guys Smack, respected them guys. That's the biggest platform in battle rap. NBA, it don't matter who fucking came on the scene, TBL, RBE, and it's much Chrome, and all them leagues are prominent leagues too. They wasn't nowhere big as URL when it comes to what they done and the heights they took battle raps. The type of viewership that they took, that they put out there for the battlers in the world to see. They did it. They really did it on almost like on the major scale. They really did. You know what I'm saying? For real. And you looked at that league is worth a lot of money. Trust me. Because they did it. And some of them battle rappers could have just took advantage of that. Take fucking advantage. That's it. Take advantage. You know what I'm saying? Do what you got to do. Take full advantage when you are starting to get them type of that type of looks, and take full advantage when you're starting to get, you know what I'm saying, the amount when you're starting to get, excuse me guys, when you're starting to get them type of eyes on you like that, millions of people looking at you year after year after year, take advantage. Promote yourself. All I gotta say. Yeah, so like I was saying, a verb against the world versus the world. And I say that because, man, Verb talks so much shit. And he's good at it though. He's good. Trust me, he's good at it. He's good at doing what he do now. I ain't saying he ain't, but he talking a lot of shit. When you talk a lot of shit, people start disliking you, or they be looking for errors. You know what I'm saying? And in Verb eyes, it's me, I'm confident, I got this, I got that, I got these stats, and I can do that. And for sure. So, you know what I'm saying? Verb is one of the people that was supposed to be going to Jay Mills, and he did drop a song, which wasn't enough, but it was a nice song. It got a lot of traction. And one thing I want to say to Verb, man, you know what I'm saying? When it comes to battle rap and talking about diss songs, only thing that matters in diss songs, Verb, is the song and the diss, not the numbers. We're not doing numbers. This is not the industry where we got to look at numbers and see if we want to make this a single or not. You know what I mean? Unless you want to go that lane. Unless you say, hey man, let's do a diss song and let's try to also lightweight kind of have it cross over. So make it to where it can possibly cross over to a, you know what I'm saying, like something on you know, on the radio or something, or a song or something. Then that's different. But you're doing raw, authentic diss songs like they've been doing for years on the East Coast. You know what I'm saying? Even the Kendrick and Drake's, like, they did it on wax, but you know, shit, one of them songs just you know, became one of them records. You know what I'm saying? But Verb, he's looking at numbers, man, and that's fine. That's just one spectrum of it. You know what I'm saying? When you're talking about the diss song, the actual diss song itself, you know what I'm saying? We listen to the words. We listen to the words, the raps, you know what I'm saying? What's been said, the pockets, the flow pattern, you know what I'm saying? The metaphors, the bars, you know what I'm saying? Double entendres, triple entendres. That's what mainly what people who are judging raps do. And so, you know, if you say you know, with the numbers, I guess, you know, he said he got higher on certain platforms. But I still think he lost the diss song. And that's what it comes back down to what we're talking about. But Verb is great at what he does. He's great at, you know, sometimes flipping shit and whatever. That's whatever. If he's on his platform, he can do what he want to do. Okay? Okay? Remember that, y'all. People can do what they want, say what they want. I ain't, you know, shit. We don't be here to goddamn try to you know, change people's way of thinking. That man can do what he wants, but at the end of the day, when it comes to raps, people are gonna judge raps. So that's why when you look at some of the comments, people let you know how they feel about the raps, and they're saying that's who won. Anonymous when it comes to Verb and J Mills. Now, I'm gonna tell y'all something, right? While Verb is, I mean, you got a ton of people trying to come to Verb, but right now, I think Verb needs to stay focusing on J Mills. At the end of the day, this is what this was about. You know, some people are so smart, they can do shit and have you forgetting about the whole thing that they're supposed to, you know what I'm saying? The whole big picture. The whole picture was Verb versus Mills. Verb said he can out rap Mills. You know what I'm saying? T said T-Top didn't do it. All right, cool. I got you. Let me do it. Let Big Bro do it. Do it. That's it. Do it, man. You know what I'm saying? Do it. Do it. You put out one track, you got another one behind it. You know, that ain't, you know what I'm saying? You had Hector joint. I like Hector joint. You know what I'm saying? I think Verb is a hell of a rapper. I think he's very lyrical. He definitely know how to play with the words. Really good. You know what I'm saying? Really, really good. I think over the years, man, of Verb rapping, his flow pattern just changed to where he's just comfortable in that shit now. He's dude is a good rapper. He's a hell of a rapper. You know what I'm saying? For real. He's a great rapper. He's a great rapper. So I feel like you need to continue doing that if you're gonna continue doing this thing of going at Mills, because you said a lot of stuff, Verb. You know what I'm saying? You said you have said a lot of stuff, and if you're gonna be one of the ones that say you don't lie and you pretty much keep your word, keep your word. You got a job to do. Your job is good to go at Mills. Well, take it how you want it, but from what we remember, you was going at Mills. Now you talking about Mickey Fax and shit like that. And talking about Mike P. or this rapper, Cassidy. I just want to hear you go at Mills. Let's do that. And I'm glad that all the other battle rappers are responding and they're releasing their diss track. What I want to say to you guys are, make sure you you establish a landing page to promote yourself. Also, guys, if you are getting booked to battle rap, right? Host, whatever you're doing with your brand behind it. Do the same thing that you are doing now when it comes to these diss tracks that you're not really getting paid for if you don't have a landing page. You don't have a YouTube. You don't have a Twitter to put it on, or Instagram or Facebook to, you know what I'm saying, to run the numbers up and get some streams. Then don't even do it, man. Don't even do it. But all I want to say is just like if you like, I'm saying a lot of you guys are getting on social media and dropping these records just for the, you know, for the love of it, I guess, in the sport. Then do that for when you get a battle, you get booked, promote it into the battle. Do what you want to do, but promote the hell out of that shit. If you want to drop a diss before the battle, do it. Want to talk crazy about the opponent, do it. And then take that, chop it up, put your brand on it, put it on Instagram, put it on YouTube, put that motherfucker on Facebook, and promote it. Okay? That's what I can't tell y'all. Verb is showing y'all. He's showing y'all niggas are the new age rappers, the True Foes, the Merlots, and all these guys, Aesop Mean, y'all the new age. But look, what y'all not doing is y'all don't know how to put yourself out there. I'm showing y'all. I'm Pawpaw. You're Verb call himself Pawpaw. Pawpaw showing y'all how to do it, man. He that's what he was doing, man. He's great. He's promoting this. He's promoting himself. So y'all should do the same. LJ Smith with Kalua Khan. Let's debate it. I'm out. Peace.